Survive the laning stage is kind of what you gotta do. Alright, here we go. What's better than taking your own stacks?
Oh, this is the most exciting part of the game that we had so far. Gibbs
it
there
is.
stealing the stacks, but the Emperor comes in and takes them all. Takes all the big ones. NIGMA Galaxy, they did all the work, and they got nothing for it. But the Faceless Void comes in. They want to get the first blood. Maybe they're going to be getting the first blood for it, and they will. Aincrad now with that Stolen Rune, with Invis, he gets himself a kill. They're looking towards the Lesh as well, who doesn't have that much mana, has the Fairy Far. But the question is, can you survive through this? Aincrad is thinking about chasing, and he decides to go forward to land himself a double kill. And NIGMA Galaxy, that was not a rotation that you were expecting.
Your laning stage is already not going very well. The more risky these moves are going to be, and now you thought that you took the opponent's stacks out of your hands at least.
Yeah, Kuroki's in a lot of trouble. The Illuminate will go through him, finishing him off. Hakoda tries to get himself denied and will manage to do so.
See, they're already splitting up again with Mikey moving forward onto that mid tower again. I think they should commit for a rotation here because they know most likely that Aincrad is taking their stacks here, and also now MC. He might not be dying, but he's certainly getting pushed away.
He has wands, he has those heals from the Seeds of Serenity. Now with Rillikin coming in, Aincrad, he had the Remnant left. They are going to be leaving the Medusa all alone. I don't think there's enough mana in this world to allow Munkushi to live through this damage. So NIGMA Galaxy, they land themselves a big one with the Void rotation.
There is exactly the Void rotation that I'm looking for, and that's also a very important kill into the pockets of Mikey. But you can see there that the IO Lesh can't actually catch the Ember, and they're also not going to be able to do that to the Timber. So their options for a rotation like this are actually very limited.
Poor Kuroki, they're just not letting him live. And Aincrad, he had the Shield Rune and the Flame Guard. So
C is not in the same position like as... And he is invading this jungle here right now, but ideally what you would have is a mirror situation where they can do what Afterlife has been doing on the bottom side. He just melted.
Yep, Mikey's gone. Lesh, later on, yeah, you're tanky, but early on in the game, you're actually just such a squishy hero that can get cut down easily. Afterlife coming in. He's not sleeping at all, Kibbs. This guy's full forcing down NIGMA Galaxy back. If you want to think that way, go ahead.
Yeah, like wasted rotations. Nah, don't know her. This one, however,
he's going through the portal and almost got through actually, but in the end, Blinding Light stops him, and Aincrad has more than enough damage. At least NIGMA Galaxy are going to be taking this mid lane tower down for one move in this game. They only lost 2 of their heroes for the entirety of it, but maybe they're going to be able to bring down Afterlife. He's very tanky and very speedy.
Oh, there comes the counter smoke.
NIGMA, run. That's what all of their fans are saying, but I don't know if they're going to be able to. They have another Sleight of Fist chains, GH. He doesn't have a relocate, but has a healing Lotus. Maybe that's going to be enough to keep Mikey alive. No, doesn't look that way. Definitely doesn't look that way. At least Kuroki stole the chakram, so he does a lot of damage in these fights, but he's just not survivable enough. GH, he tries to relocate his friend out, but he's just not gonna be in time, and now he's waiting in base. There is a countdown, only 5 seconds left to live.
Exactly, and that's mostly in the gold difference, because if Afterlife isn't as tanky, you can trade there, as that is a neat Chronosphere, but are they going to get Afterlife out of this? I don't think so.
He missed the chrono on the silencer, so he got the global off. Phantom, though, he is crawling. Man, you need a faster horse for sure. But the Lotus Orb does remove the time dilation, so that does give him the speed. But still, they do have the lockdown to finish him off, as Aincrad with the Arcane Rune. He's gonna be making sure the Kuroki dies. Nice mech usage from GH just in time. Aincrad won't get the kill, and he even got pushed to the low ground there by the Wild Wing Ripper. Pub or in a competitive game, if it would get away with all the money, success, or whatever, just if you know your teammates, is it better than if you're playing just with some random people who are gonna have some pretty bad words for you if you do not heal them up?
I mean, it has to be understood within the team that you're going to be pushing the limit. Like, if you're one of the players pushing it in the game, and like normally the understood player to do that is the mid laner, right? You always want an over-aggressive player rather than an under-aggressive player. It's a lot less socially accepted from your post core.
Is Mikey gonna die? Yeah, he is gonna die. I mean, one move are
Yeah.
just killing everybody with no commitment whatsoever. And we love
Those level 6s to get to their advantage, which was the map play. But if not enough towers go down early on, especially not if you don't get to push any enemy towers down, what use is that global used?
Yep, they're going for the Faceless Void. Just enough. Just enough damage. Yuma was about to jump out when the...
You can do that, but you need to get a mana burn, and I haven't actually looked at his items in a hot minute. What does the Void have right
he
now?
has the... he bought a Yasha now, and he had that Mask of Madness, so nothing much. Kuroki gonna be taking down the Lash coming in. That's gonna be a huge chrono. I think he overextended a little bit. A nice blinding like Afterlife. No way he's gonna live through this one with Lotus Orb. He gets himself away, and this is a disaster for NIGMA Galaxy. It looked like they had everything perfect there, but that was not the case. Now,
Bushy's here now.
Silencer, there will be a Stone Gaze. You cannot run into the Bushy. Mikey has to pop the BKB to live as GH uses the mech to keep his friends alive. Aincrad think about going in, but he decides to just run around. There will be a Global Silence finally coming out from the side of one move, and NIGMA, they have to bail. They have nothing else left in the tank tips.
Well, they had the heals to sustain through this fight for a while, even when they were in a pretty bad position. Like, them all being on the ramp when Mankushi comes walking in is pretty much a worse. Him and his team and his building staying in the fight for longer if there's nobody to click there. And I think this Rax is just, yeah, they've actually, before, they didn't have the ILS out of the base, but now they do.
They are having some mana issues on the Medusa. They're having some life issues on GH and Mikey. There will be a Global Silence stopping the relocate, so no taking the Lash away for you. He needs to TP away. Nice kill on the Silencer, beautifully done by Mikey, and the Stone Gaze just doesn't come out in time.
Very cheeky for well before you go for any main engagements.
How do you kill Afterlife when he has a heart? He just goes into the smoke. Oh, guys, they're here. Oh, no, what am I gonna do? Oh, I know, I'm just gonna cut them all down. Kuroki has the Force Staff, and he's gonna be needing to use it. He goes to the side, running away from the enemies, just trying to live. But there's a fire, a forest fire there, and Kuroki will be engulfed in it as Afterlife is on a wicked kill streak. They will be using the Stone Gaze. Void is trying to search for somebody in the backline, and Mikey, he is gonna be running away for now until the BKB does expire. Then it's gonna be pretty tough. Goes for an optimistic TP and doesn't manage to get out.
And you can see there that NIGMA actually chose, with the way that that fight was set up, to do it the other way. So they tried to get some pickoffs over on the side instead, seeing if the fact that they were split up to do something, but no. It turns out one move's lineup is way better at fighting split up.
Especially when they're this far ahead. Yuma goes in, there will be a chrono onto the Ember Spirit. He's looking very much dead, so they will be finishing him off. Now, the real endeavor starts. Can you kill Afterlife? It's not looking easy. Here comes the Wizard's Hole. Yuma is level 20, but no more chrono. Not going to be doing that much. Kuroki did steal the Chakram. Definitely helping us killing the Afterlife, and they will be able to take him down. That's going to be 2,000 gold in their pockets for it, but now you've used everything that you have. How do you kill the Medusa? That's another tanky hero, NIGMA Galaxy. They're going to be practicing their punches on these two.
Absolutely, and I think you're
universal hero that is so good at pushing between that damage and the flamethrower.
And we have a Chronosphere back up right now, also a shard on the Faceless Void, and that is the one!
That is the huge chrono. They will be killing the Ember Spirit. The Global Silence comes out, but a little bit too late. They didn't stop the chrono from coming out. One move, they got careless, they got together. They're now trying to punish GH, and will be turning him into a rock ball, I want to say, before he goes out. And Mikey, he now has GH again helping him, though he cannot die again with this guy, as they will be forcing him out. That's gonna be beautiful, actually. Mikey, beautifully done. He goes on to Mankushi. They're trying to finish him off. He doesn't have any more mana, but where's the damage? MC is actually just tickling him. Here comes Yuma. He's missing mana as well, but this hero doesn't need it. You do. Afterlife left all alone, and Yuma, after practicing those punches, look at how fast he's attacking, like a Wing Chun master, just smacking down the Timber Saw. It's just not enough to kill him, but he'll be getting the bashes in. It is gonna take some time, but ultimately Afterlife will fall. Wisp using the overcharge.
Maybe then, yeah. But like that feels risky. That feels like...
True.
I'm not sure you ever want to use your Chronosphere on a gamble like that.
We'll see, we'll see. They are going for a smoke, so they do intend to use the chrono in some way. Buybacks are ready on both sides, but the Underlord and the Faceless Void, they do not have the gold. They're going for the Medusa, and the Blinding Light comes out. He does have the MKB, doesn't care about it that much. Mukushi pops the BKB, pops the ulti, and you cannot finish him off despite him not having any mana whatsoever. NIGMA Galaxy trying to run away. The Wisp still has the cheese and the Greater Healing Lotus, so killing these heroes is going to be much tougher. They are going to be going for the Medusa. Disarmmaker, force them, getting yourself away there from the Pit of Malice, but it will not help you whatsoever. He does buy back now, knowing that there's no chrono. They have to take this Roach if they want to win the game. That will be a double kill for the Faceless Void as they brought down 3 heroes, 2 of which will be buying back. Heinkrat dropping low, he'll be taken down as well. The Remnant is left, so he can buy back and rejoin the fight instantly. As Afterlife is burning everything down, but it doesn't matter because he is the one that's gonna be in trouble inside of the Pit of Malice. He will fall, does have a buyback. There's gonna be 5 buybacks from one move, and NIGMA Galaxy are still supporting the chase. Finally, he's gonna be using it. Yuma is back to full as Heinkrat will be back to the land of the dead. Mind Control is the one who finished off 4 of the kills, and now they're chasing for more. NIGMA Galaxy, they're doing it. They're not coming back into this game. They came back into this game, and one move are the ones that are most likely gonna be losing it at this moment. That one problem that
minutes still of NIGMA Galaxy just holding hands, farming up, waiting for one move to make another mistake. And I don't even want to call like the fight there a mistake. That looked pretty decent for one move, and they could have cut their losses, but instead they went all in with the buybacks. Like, this is a void, he chronoed, surely we can win the fight now, but by now his DPS is just too much.
Afterlife is trying to run away. It's not gonna happen. These bashes are too annoying. Nice blinding light to try to save him, but this Faceless Void can chase you forever. You use the Timber Chain, he uses the not any of those. That's why he's not jumping that deep. He did come pretty deep there on the left, but didn't really dive tier 4s, right?
I'd say it was past the tier 4 line there when he was caught on the opposite side of the chrono. Well, this one though, this is juicy.
He knows what he's doing. Mukushi will kill Kuroki, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 around the map. Yuma still has the refresher shot, but even if he uses it, doesn't have the mana. Of course, after the Aegis, that is not going to be the case. Relocate from GH, still not being used. He has the Greater Healing Lotus, still to keep himself or anybody else alive. He's going for the relocate. It will be cancelled out. It's taking away his Flame Guard. Look at it. He's going to lose it. Poor guy.
Oh my god. And that's a problem when you're up against a Leshrac.
Phantom, he wants to run away. He has that pipe to protect him, but physical damage from Yuma smashing you in the face, pipe doesn't help you with that.
No. He has 30 seconds left on his Aegis, so Yuma is milking it for all it's worth right now.
One for sure.
Yeah, which is surprising with Afterlife being... is he older than me? I think he's older than me.
Yep. Heinkrat gets got on the BKB. Nice global size. They're trying to finish off Yuma, but he's with the backtrack. He's just surviving. He's not taking any damage. There's nothing you can do to this guy. The stone case was going on, so they couldn't do anything to the Medusa herself. We'll be turning her into a piggy that is losing mana rapidly. There will be a bit of malice. No more force staffs. He has to stand his ground.
There she
that's
goes.
just not an option. There she goes. There he goes. Everybody gets a one-way ticket to the base, but one move. They do have a buyback on their Medusa. No gold on the Silencer currently.
Yep, and that is something that Yuma can't know.
Have a little bit more in terms of armor. Blinding Light will definitely help, but let's see just how much bit of Malice. Ember will be TPing right into it. He has the BKB, will be fine to get the Hex onto the Timber Saw, trying to finish him out. That is a tanky hero that just gets melted down, and he does not have a buyback. They did catch GH, who's a big hero if you can kill him. The global signs does come out. No more Lotus Orbs to remove it. He has the Greater Healing Lotus to keep himself alive, but it's not going to be enough in the end. He still has a buyback, can go for it and rejoin the fight if need be, as Yuma is going to be slaughtering the backlines. Phantom is coming closer. Nope. Having a horse and being a horse, not two things, are completely two different things. So Mikey, much stronger, and that is only 2 cores alive. How do you stop them? It doesn't seem like an option.
And I think the house has all but burned down.
Yep, that throne is burning though, and they get the lift onto the Ember. The stun will not connect. Chrono onto the Medusa, but this game is over. There's really not much to comment on here rather than on one move giving away, literally giving away game number 1. It was theirs. It was completely theirs. Like, give NIGMA Galaxy a slam dunk with that 4-man chrono, and it really was that one play that led to everything that happened afterwards.
Yeah, you don't see you get your rune taken, then actually you just lose. And well, there we go, side lane. Bat Rider first blood.
We get the first blood. It makes sense. The guy that is...
It's because you're supposed to go roughly equal on last hits and then have a ton more denies because you're abusing the bonk, the Dragon Tail.
Okay, Kuroki, yeah, will be taken down. He was being super annoying to one move here in the top lane, but finally, once they do get their level 3s and the strength to go forward, well, he doesn't really stand the chance for...
Especially if you're a melee like Yuma is and you are reliant on clicking things in order to get your life regen. Yikes.
You know, losing your mana, the worst thing, and they will go for Munkushi. That's a dive that will not go well for NIGMA Galaxy. Mind Control loses his life, and GH could be next. They decide not to chase, rotating to the mid lane, but Aincrad, well, I don't want to say he won't feel it, but it is gonna be fine for him. And no blink. He cannot secure the rune, but he can at least deny it.
It's not really like Mikey cares, though.
He's gone. Actually, what a cookie!
No!
Aincrad! That was a beautiful play. He's gonna try to deny himself. No, actually dies to the overtime damage. It was both the Arcane Curse and the Corrosive Breath, and ultimately he fell there. Nice little play.
Definitely seeing the fact that these supports were meant to move more in action here, and both of the supports now at the ready. At GH like, my first Firefly wasn't very good. How about this one? And the answer is no. No, you're still actually very fragile.
In a lot of trouble. Pantomime drops low. He does have the raindrop that's going to be keeping him alive as GH does get taken down by Aincrad. That overtime damage is so annoying, but Aincrad, now he does have his ulti. This is a dead Dragonite. Mikey won't be surviving all of the damage coming out from the Queen. But I guess there is more option nowadays, and again, the skill ceiling of Dota will increase, especially macro game-wise.
I'm not sure if the macro skill ceiling has increased.
I guess there's more to do, right? So there's more to choose, more options. Instantly it's harder. They do get the kill, and they don't lose MC. Sonic Wave not ready for another 8 seconds, but even if it was, you do not have the mana currently to use it.
There's more options but less information. One of the things that, as a MC...
Trying to run. Again, the overtime. He turns around on Munkushi. That's exactly what I wanted. A freebie. And he will be getting and dodges the Scatter Blast. Cannot dodge the sound. That definitely does travel pretty fast. And MC won't be able to get away from it. NIGMA Galaxy, though, in the end, considering it's split pushing. That is true. As GH gets caught. Batrider versus the Queen, we know he doesn't like laning versus this. There will be a Chain Frost and the damage more than enough. This time Pantomime will be on point with his Scatter Blast. He'll live through it. Aincrad is going for a Spirit Vessel. I guess versus the Dragonite and the Timbersaw, that makes a lot of sense. There will be a Doom used on Mind Control, and he will be run down right now by one move. You're not getting out of this one alive. He can hope for a deny on the creeps. With that much armor, it's basically never gonna happen.
Yeah. No, I was about to praise Aincrad's item build up there because it really allows you as a Queen of Pain to keep on making plays and stay in the middle of the action because you have extra damage to offer.
Yep, that was a lot of extra damage. They finish off Kuroki. The thing is, are you going to be losing your own supports? Mikey comes over, GH dropping low. Aincrad doesn't really have the mana to continue fighting, so both him and Hakoda have to bail.
That's a lot of TPs.
In my mind, from what I've seen, even though they lost game number 1, they are looking like the better team at the moment.
Yep, and I would agree with you here. There's just some stumbles from, yep, here we have Chrono into the Mortimer's Kisses. What a classic.
Last time they used the Chrono, they overlapped it with the Sinister Gaze. This time around, Hakoda was not going to be making the same mistake, so...
Going for a 2-item timing on every single one of these cores over on NIGMA, because we're going to see the Blink BKB over on the DK. Yuma is... oh, that's Aincrad. Man! Serial killer.
Yep,
this keeps on blowing people up off screen.
He's unstoppable, but that's not good. That's definitely not good. Mikey will be showing up, and he does kill his laning counterpart. Gets
on the Timbersaw. It's gonna come in here.
Kaya. There's gonna be a Kaya soon.
Okay, Assange, yeah, so naturally defensible heroes, plus a bunch of diamonds. Yes, he is.
Very dead. Global Silence came out. Queen of Pain doesn't have the blink from 5, but he will be standing his ground. From the side, Yuma is coming. He doesn't have a wand. Explain this to me, Kips. How do you play him without a wand? Oh, because there's healing lotuses there on Kuroki.
Yeah.
He does give them in. He knew that was gonna happen. Though now he's standing his ground. He's trying to fight us. Have the armlet. We'll toggle it in the middle of everything again. No, that's not gonna be happening twice in a row. One move, they lost 2, but NIGMA Galaxy, they lost their carry twice, and that's what it took to finish him off.
It is, but they're still in the right position to continue here, I think, with most of the big ults and one move spent.
Yep, the double blink versus the double Midas. The double blink is winning.
Oop.
Still, Munkushi is back to the world of the living. You took too long. You needed to kill us faster, and I'm back to smash your faces in as Aincrad. He gets the kill by being super far away, as we all know. Cool guys do not look at explosions. He leaves.
Yeah, presumably they also hold themselves to a higher standard, and that can be very powerful or very debilitating.
True. Yuma was spotted. He doesn't have his ulti for quite some time now. He's gonna be very dead. They overlap the Chrono and the Sinister Gaze again, but it really doesn't matter. This hero is way too squishy. He's not a Timbersaw. Yep. Firefly from GH. I don't think he's gonna be going too far with this one. The slows between these two, a little bit too much for you to run away. They did use the Sinister Gaze, so maybe.
Timbersaw has the same problem sometimes, where it's just like, yeah, okay, cool, you're a Timbersaw, you're very threatening. We're just not gonna touch you, and then what's that Aegis good for?
They're trying to kill the weaker ones. I think this is the smart choice from NIGMA Galaxy. They have been focusing on cores, and then you get nothing over and over again. Now they land themselves a kill and can go for more if they want to.
Exactly, and that's the Chain Frost out of the way.
Lincoln's on the Faceless Void. That is a huge one. One move, they don't.
Yeah, they're gonna be just fine. NIGMA are on the clock, and they know it.
Aincrad caught. There will be a stun. There is a follow-up lasso. Damage output of the Ray King quite high. Not gonna be enough with the Global Silence. More than so. They use it every single time to try and bring somebody down. This time around, Aincrad will have nobody to assist him, and he will fall.
Very valuable, especially because this tower still goes down anyway.
But they know now that the Raid King isn't here, so they are going to be going forward. And there is no Global Silence, so Kuroki is going to be pushed back by the Hurricane. The winds are not blowing in Nigma's favor. Now turning around onto the Dragonite. He does have the BKB, so after he dies, he can use it. But that's only if Munkushi doesn't use the Chrono over him immediately. Understands that the help is coming. Cavalry will arrive fairly soon, so one move that's, they're thinking about assisting.
No, Yuma was actually top already. The twin gate that he just took was down back bottom.
Yep. He didn't care. Like you put yourself in a bad position. Now die, and GH. That's gonna be something that's gonna be happening to him as well.
At the very least, they got that top tower again. They stopped Aincrad from a bunch of split pushing. Mid tower is still up, which means that you can make fast moves like this.
NIGMA Galaxy, they just don't have that much damage before the Raid King comes in. He will be met with a Sinister Gaze, and that is going to be a problem for him, as his Timbersaw will get doomed, and that is it for one move. They get themselves a double kill on Aincrad, whilst NIGMA Galaxy, you mentioned it, they could have some damage issues.
Right now you can play any supports that don't get a good shard. Like, are there
How
any?
about Bat? Bat?
Okay, yeah, that's true actually. But like Bat, I still think it should be a thing on core Bat, okay?
Okay.
I still believe in the DPS Bat.
Okay, then it counts, right? Pantomime going for a TP out. He will not get stunned. That flame break. GH, he saved him. I got you, buddy. He is playing for the winning team. He knows what's up.
It's a ball.
Okay, that is very true. An unfair question. I agree. There will be a stun. They want to finish him off. Where's the vision? You don't have it. The cookie will be given to him, but they will kill Pantomime instead.
And there is the Aghanim.
MC, slow down. He looks pretty fine. This This heart build is getting pretty popular on a lot of heroes, and it really is keeping them alive so much. They will be
they got the
this one
backline.
round, going for Phantom, slowed down, stunned up, but he does survive. Sonic Wave gonna be huge, connecting onto the three
Here
of
comes
them.
the cloak
He got
damage.
stunned, he didn't get the Doom off, and now actually he did. There will be a Chrono onto the three of them. That Chain Frost is destroying them so much, but NIGMA Galaxy, they're still winning the fight, even with the Chrono being perfect, the Ice Spire being placed in a solid way. It's not enough. Minecraft goes in. The damage output of this Queen of Pain is insane. They already lost one life on Yuma, and finally will fall. They just needed time to do damage. Mikey going into four heroes, thinking the BKB will save him, and he might have been the case if one move decided to run away, leaving somebody behind, but no, they stayed together and took him down with ease.
This second.
And they're going in. They want to be going in. They have everything apart from the Doom.
They're late.
Mind Control is going to be going in to break that smoke. Use the chakram. Go in again. Fight me. Come on. Let's go. You versus me. He doesn't remove the Spirit Vessel over himself. He just did so to the Shadow Strike. And Yuma will be going in and trying to finish off the Doom. They'll be able to do it in one stun. There will be a Sonic Wave pushing them back. They have the Chrono. This Dragonite is dropping low. He has the cheese. Will never get to use it. Yuma, he has 2 more lives, even though he has lost one, but he's not moving from the bashes, from the stuns. He will be dying only the first time. G8 being dropped low there with the bashes on the other side of the fight with the Ogre Seal Totem. He gets himself away. They're trying to finish off the grab, and the Snapfire is still living. That Arcane Curse not gonna be enough, and Yuma, he is all alone. A king without his servants is no good, not strong enough. He'll be taken down. That cheese not being used by the DK in time will make sure that one move come out ahead in this fight, despite NIGMA Galaxy taking the Roche and initiating it.
And really all they have left for them is just try and force mistakes here. Because surely if you leave this up to one move, well, again, maybe one move just drops the ball, but there is the lasso. There's
He
the
did
kickoff,
break
I
the
think.
Lincolns. Now he got the BKB off. Now it's a disaster. He got his Chrono back. You wanted me, you got me now. And they're being rained down on by fire while the ice is freezing them as well. That is a catastrophic way to go. Being tortured in many ways. Mind Control will be getting into the enemy base. But that is not your own base, my friend. TPing next to a Faceless Void with this much attack speed is never gonna work.
Wouldn't have been hilarious.
Use your Doom, get one
Are
or
they
2 kills
finding
and reset.
the Wraith? No. He's just holding very still, not breathing at all. Doesn't matter, there's 4 enemy heroes.
GH isn't breathing either, but not in a way that you were thinking.
I think I found him.
They are going for a smoke immediately, one move. They want to fight. They just want to force something out. Yuma will get the blink out just in time. Afterlife was there, but there will be a Sinister Gaze pulling them in next to the Ice Spire. This will be a very cold death for them. This Red King, he tried to cosplay Arthas. That doesn't work too well.
No, you got changed out of that one. You're not getting that thrown back.
You are roking rules forever, as they say. Minecraft will get stunned up. He has 4.5k HP, just stands his ground. Let's go. I rule the skies. Even though the Queen of Pain, she doesn't even need to use her wings to fly higher than this Dragonite. Is Mikey actually standing his ground? He's a little bit too strong. He's destroying the Koda. This Dragonite, the black dragon form, a little bit too strong, but they need to kill the Ice Spire to be able to move a little bit more. Look at that backline and the screams in the base of Nick. It really just goes to show how farmed one move actually are.
And the best indicator, I think, is not like the little gold thing near the top, but it's all the little item icons.
Yeah, that NIGMA don't have. Mortimer's Kisses will rain down on the Dragonite. Global Silence stops them. Mikey pops the BKB. He's looking like he should survive this. Actually, the Sonic Wave pushes it back. It's going to be onto 4 heroes. Again, there are going to be screams of pain inside of the base of NIGMA Galaxy. And they are just losing heroes left and right. The Raid King will be dropping only the first time as the BKB. They're trying to finish off MC, but he gets to the side and survives. Wukushi hits level 25 in that fight, meaning that the match track will be available. Yuma, he would like to turn back time to a place where they could actually fight, where they could actually do some damage to Minecraft, who is standing in front of the fountain. What is healing more? Me on myself or your fountain healing you? And it seems like Minecraft, he decides to go back, but it is actually uncertain if he even would have died if he stayed there.
No, they're not. And this time there's also not a better scaling lineup waiting for them on the other side ready to punish that mistake. Because there were some hiccups here and there in one move's game plan. Certainly not as flawless as map 1.
Hey, will this throne die? Is the background protection enough? Nice.
Yeah. They don't actually have any kill threat here whatsoever if everything goes correctly.
Top lane though, there's a lot of kill potential here for both teams. Hakoda dropping low, but the Blood Grenade doesn't really care about the Frost Shield. It will finish him off. Munkushi, think about going forward. He'll be losing his career as well. NIGMA Galaxy use their combined power there, one hit each to finish him off. And well, GH, I don't think that career was worth it, especially because he delivered the items.
And I think we will see rune control for that one in this game, because that's the first time anything is going to move.
Everybody's pretty good at coming to the mid lane and fighting, so I wouldn't even be surprised if all of the supports did so. But there is gonna be a move earlier. It will be Hakoda coming out for Yuma. He has the healing Lotus, giving himself HP and mana. Mana a little bit less needed as Hakoda finishes him off with a level 2 Frost Blast, and that's gonna be a really nice kill, a really nice rotation. Not if they can get another one. Pantomime, he will have mana for the leap fairly soon, but he will be weighted by Kuroki. The slows are going to be more than enough, and they will be landing themselves a kill. So a 2 for 1, but one move are the ones that take down a core.
And there's the level 6 on Aincrad as well, ahead of... Yeah.
Him not having level 6, this makes it so hard for them to play. And the Void Spirit gonna be going forward. Now there's the level 6. The coil does connect. Void Spirit has 5-6 thick charges there. Is it gonna be enough for him to live? Not really. He will be taken down. Wasn't expecting the puck to hit the level just in time, but he did. The NIGMA Galaxy land themselves a kill.
Relief for the top lane. And I disagree. I think NIGMA was hoping that the Medusa would abandon instead and they could take this tower unopposed, but instead MC should be smelling trouble right about now.
Yeah, what wasn't hard at the moment when they went for it. He goes for the roar onto the Medusa. They want to finish him off. Munkushi will easily live through it all. The damage is not going to be nearly enough for him to kick the bucket, but for MC, there's not going to be any escape. There will be a coil onto the Lich. There is fuck, they're trying to do damage. Mikey drops super low. He does have the wand, and the Fairy Fire not going to be enough to live. Aincrad sent back, but only after he has murdered the fucking Kuroki comes over to be a bonus. What a bottle! Click there from Aincrad, saving Hakoda. They slow down the attack speed.
This feels like a repeat of the previous 2 games, doesn't it? NIGMA make the first move, it does not work out. And one move, capitalize.
PH that again. Hakoda, he's fine. This guy, he can't be killed. That's just the reality. Okay, MC is gonna be proving me wrong. That's not
the
nice.
axis.
Dodge? Nope. Not gonna be enough. Pantomime gets himself to the low ground. At least he will survive.
The build up, the utility, etc. Especially since you just don't get any good active from it anymore, I want to say.
DH looks very much dead with the arrow connecting. MC has the roar, but he really doesn't have any help to help him dish out the damage. They're gonna try to block him out. The ulti from the Lich, very nicely done there. Kuroki, he brought a creep just to die together with him, and that's gonna be the Chain Frost getting the kills. They will be buying back on the Disruptor, trying to get a glimpse back on the Medusa, but he's a little bit too far away on GH, and they will disengage one move. He's a greedy guy.
Oh yeah, he is. He's very good at it.
Now, they see mind control. But he sees them as well. Gonna be screaming onto this Lich. Wants to kill him before the Lich gets anything off. And here comes Afterlife. I need no blink to do the damage. The Lich won't be getting any spells off, meaning that mind control will be living through the coil and the song overlapping. NIGMA Galaxy weren't expecting this, and now they're gonna have to bail in the end. It's only the Lich that dies. Kuroki dodges the arrow, but at the cost of his TP being stopped. Doesn't have a point in Untouchable. If they get on top of him, the damage being dealt, it's gonna be swift.
It is, yeah, and he knows he's not going to be able to make for the portal either, so...
This is the most even game that we had 15 minutes into the game though. 1k goal lead, 10 to 10 in terms of kills, none of the towers dropping. Now it's gonna be 11 to 10 because Hakoda goes down. This time around he will not die without a fight. Lets out a Chain Frost, but well, that doesn't really do much. GH? He's not the one that's caught, it's you that is caught on the Void Spirit, but it seems like he's gonna be able to survive through this. The Simulate is at ready. No, silence from the puck just in time after the coil ends. And now Pantomime is gonna be next on the menu. He needs to get away from that impetus, but the thing is, if you do not take it early, it will haunt you. And
that's what cute critters do. And this cute critter is currently rotated. Oh, they got him.
that was a very long TP. I don't know if he clicked on the outpost or if somebody TP'd close to a tower he was TPing to, but I think that was the outpost click.
They have lost all 3 of their outer towers now, which means that the waves are constantly going to be shot in their face. And they don't have any vision beyond the river.
Pantomime in some trouble. Medusa does protect him. And Kushi, when he stands in front, nobody can really go through him. He's gonna have... Oh, that arrow connected. And with the Stone Gaze, nobody can really save. GH will be getting his spells off. The supports really don't want to be going down without a fight. But it won't change much in this regard. Pantomime just on point with the arrow.
And defusal for Yuma, which means that, you know, if he wants to... Oh, Mikey kills somebody, but I think the Dusa without ult is now under it. Yeah.
Well, you do not have that butterfly.
Damage output from the Void Spirit does demand more HP.
I'm looking at it always as the illusions are gonna live more with the heart than with the butterfly, and that's probably what you want. And Afterlife, okay, those are some hits from Kuroki. There will be a Doom onto the puck. Finally, they've caught him with it. Afterlife is surviving for a very long time, and ultimately they do finish off the puck as well. No denies will be coming through. Kuroki. No washed up players here. He might have been in the scene for long, but that is for a reason, because he's so damn good. Gets a double kill and doesn't have too much mana to fight still, though. He attempted it. Will be sent to the base.
I mean, that's so hard.
Oh, it's easy. You listen to the sound.
Oh, yeah.
Game makes the world a better place. And NIGMA Galaxy, them winning that game, the first one, it will put them in a position where they can actually win the series. Even the one where we're doing so well in the first 2 games. They
on a lane alone and might need backup to come save him on the second life.
Kushi slowed down, has the Manta, doesn't use it, will be using it now with the Stone Gaze. There will be a coil keeping in place. Static Storm and the Kinetic Field not allowing him to leave just yet. His mana not healthy at all, and Yuma is starting to commit. They have the Guardian Greaves giving him mana, giving him HP. Afterlife popped the BKB, didn't do anything with it. He just got the annihilated mountain control. He's destroying people, and Yuma now is singing a lullaby. It's actually a death song. The lyrics, well, one move, they don't want to hear them, but covering your ears isn't an option. It will be Mankushi going down as well as one move. They might even lose more to the glimpses, but actually the outer tower is taken. One move, they don't have a single one left. I'm looking at their heroes and their lineup, and the only thing I would put my faith in if I was them is this Void Spirit. Yeah, he's caught inside of a coil, he will break it, and now trying to run away without any mana. That's not something you can actually do. The arrow flies in, the illusion will take it, no issue.
Is the NIGMA Galaxy flavor.
Yep. One move, you took too long to finish them off, and they evolved to a point where you can't do much. They will be going for a sleep, setting up on the Medusa. There will be coiling the backlines onto the Doom as well, and the Static Storm will be onto the Medusa.
Perfect.
Look at the impetus, it's just destroying her mana, being burned down as well. Hakoda trying to run away with the Glimmer Cape. He will be successful, but you lost your main hero. It does have a buyback. Look at what Kuroki is doing. NIGMA Galaxy, they're trying to completely take away any chance of one move here, to feel like they could ever beat them. The arrow does connect onto the puck. That is a good way to start the fight, and Afterlife is back to World of the Living, will be sent back. Isn't going to be popping the BKB. He got the Doom off onto the Naga Siren, which is a very speedy hero, so he's going to be running away. This is a Beastmaster. He still has the Aegis for another 40 seconds. Mind Control will get arrowed in the back. Pantomime, he's the only thing keeping them alive with these arrows. He goes down to once, surrounded by 5 enemy heroes. Let's see, Naga Siren think about going into the fight yet again. Does have the mirror image. They want to fight. They're going to be going on to Makushi, taking that mana away. Will be using the Manta, trying to run away through the kinetic field. Not something you can do. Mind Control healing way too much. The Crimson Guard protecting him as well. They are trying to finish him out there with the Infernal Blade, but he will run away from out in kinetic field. Will be protecting him as NIGMA. Kuroki, their captain, is just beyond godlike. That will be a big kill if you can get it, but he's way too speedy for Afterlife to do anything about. There will be a glimpse, making sure that this Doom goes back to the land of the dead, as Kuroki like they're gonna be pushing anything, as they haven't taken a single tower down, Kips.
No, they haven't. Well, this is a good start.
Arrow doesn't connect. He's still gonna be able to bang those drums here and heal up if he wants to. The sleep is coming through, keeping everybody else away. Afterlife will be slept fairly soon as well. Nope, they're gonna be ending that one, going on the Void Spirit, and he will not be getting out of the Static Storm alive. No buyback. Coil
Nice
onto the
Coil.
three of them. How do you run away from this? Breaking it immediately. There will be bounces on the Mirana. He gets himself away with those leaps, and Kuroki is in the backlines, getting the inputs. No high ground miss. Now it's only the Medusa left alone on the low ground. Everybody has abandoned their carry, and one move will call GG, understanding that this game, it is so over.
And that is such a decisive win after